Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Langley Events Center, home of your Spartans. This evening, we welcome the University of Lethbridge Longhorns as they take on your home team, your Trinity Western University Spartans. Fans, at this time, we please direct your attention to the video screen for an important message from Trinity Western's CM, Patty Victor.
A swale telsiaya, a quest emi a saltumus testalo, sel sui tamatalot, patlitia tel squi, telitsaki chiam, a tel squalwell, quels quetzlala. It's so good to see each one of you here today. I'm Patty Victor from Chiam First Nation, welcoming you to the traditional ancestral unceded territory of the Stalo people. Acknowledging the Katzie and Kwantlen people for their faithful stewardship of this land since time immemorial. It's so good to be together today and saying hello to the Spartans. Have a good game. God bless you.
Now, fans, at this time, I'm going to ask you if you're able, would you please stand? Please remove your hats and caps, and let's all join and say Obito in the singing of O Canada. O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot, in all of us command, with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Now, fans, it's time to meet the starting lineup for tonight's Canada West men's basketball action. Let's meet the starting lineup for the University of Lethbridge Longhorns. A guard, number 3, Kamani Pollard. Forward, number 4, Joe Lemieux. Guard, number 6, Judson Parrott. Guard, number 9, Bryce Solis. And forward, number 23, Lou DeLeo. The head coach in his third season is Mr. Kenny Bocciano. And now, fans, get on your feet and make some noise and welcome your starters, your Trinity Western University Sparta. Guard, number 1, David Udanasi. A guard, number 4, Jack Vandenberg. 17, Pierce Long. And at center, number 21, Connor Blocks.
Hello and welcome to Canada West TV, presented by BioSteel, for some Saturday night men's basketball action between the Lethbridge Pronghorns and the host Trinity Western Spartans. My name is Dylan White. It's a rematch of last night's Lethbridge 77-70 win over Trinity during Trinity's home court night at David E. Enerson Gym. It was a tight matchup, and hopefully we've got another tight one in store here this evening at the LEC. And we're on record watch once again for Spartans big man Connor Platts, just 2 blocks away from tying the Canada West blocks record, 3 away from breaking it. The U Sports blocks record. He already has the Canada West blocks record as he finds his teammate Shankar backdoor for the early layup as the Spartans go ahead 2-0. So Platts, after a great 7-block performance last night in the loss, looking for a repeat here in the last game for both of these teams before the Christmas break. Mutabazi step back, spinning off target there, and it'll be Lethbridge basketball. But Trinity coach Trevor Priddy, after last night's game, gave Lethbridge a ton of credit. He said they came in and guarded Trinity well, but noted the opportunity available tonight before the break. Both of these teams entering the contest at 4-7 as DeLille finished over Platts there. We've got a foul. Last night was also tightly officiated. Lots of fouls, even off ball. As the Pronghorns in white will inbound on the baseline in a tie game here in the first minute. Pollard over to Parrott on the wing. Down low to DeLille. Guarded by Platts, and he's stripped of the ball there. Vandenberg over to Platts. Green light, and he is short on the 3. So we're still tied at 2. 8.5 remaining here in the first quarter. Pollard and Mutabazi each had 20 to lead the way for their respective teams last night. Pollard got to the free throw line quite a bit, but Lou DeLille rejected at the rim. I believe that was Long who came across for the block. DeLille with the steal. And here is Pollard crossing over into the paint. Gets the hoop and the harm. Kaimani Pollard, one of the top scorers in the conference. As I mentioned, he was a busy man at the free throw line last night, getting to the charity stripe again with the and one here. But let's not forget that big rejection on the other end, or on a previous possession there. Pierce Long, with a pair of blocks already today. Five to 2, Lethbridge early on. It's Long to Platts. Platts the handoff to Vandenberg. Vandenberg skips it over to Shankar, who had 19 last night. Platts with 7 on the shot clock. He'll attack DeLille. Platts puts it up and in. Using his length there to finish over DeLille. DeLille got in foul trouble last night, but had a great showing nonetheless. There's a floater from Solis, and he gets the roll. Trinity gets into their offense early. Vandenberg Across to Shankar. Platts swings it over to Mutabazi in the corner. Mutabazi going at Pollard, using his size and banking it in. Pollard on the fast break, whips a pass up to Solis. Lemieux handoff, Pollard, nice pass. Lemieux, and there's a rejection from Platts. 1 to go to tie the U Sports record. Solis gets the lay in there. 9-6 for Lethbridge. Platts over to Mutabazi. Mutabazi driving baseline, kicking out. Long from long distance, no good. Kaimani Pollard off the screen, lobs it up to Lil. Will lay it in. The alley-oop layup. And it's a 5-point advantage for Lethbridge. Mutabazi swings it across for Long. Long didn't have Shankar available. Vandenberg is, though. 7 on the shot clock. Jack Vandenberg guarded tightly by Parrott. Good pump fake. Short, but he gets the roll. Vandenberg, after a quiet night last night, with a good start there. Parrott, nice pass, and a finish for Lemieux wide open. Vandenberg down 5. We'll swing it across to Platts. Mutabazi down low. Platts on the low block. And that pass, looking for Long, is tipped out of bounds, as we'll get a couple of substitutions for Trinity. It's Stewart coming in, along with Tyus DeVries. So Connor Platts now just 1 block away from tying the U Sports record. Step back, Vandenberg, good on the 3. Vandenberg starting this one hot. It's a 2-point game, and we got a zone look here for the Spartans, I believe. The high-low action there. Perez couldn't corral it. He finally does and kicks it back out to Hoffman. Fry, kick out. Pollard from deep. That's short. It bounces into the hands of Platts. Platts had a double-double last night, nearly a triple-double with blocks. Platts feeding the low block. DeVries going to work. DeVries the hook. Can't bank it in. Pollard taking it himself. Attacking the paint, and he's stripped of the ball by Shankar. Shankar with a 3-on-1. Blocked! A big rejection from Parrott. And we've got a foul called there on Parrott, so that'll be Shankar heading to the line for a pair, actually. Connecting on the first is Shankar. As I mentioned, he had a great game last night as well. 19 points, hit some big shots, especially in that second half. Shankar hits them both. It's Hoffman setting up the offense here for the Pronghorns. Hoffman swings it across. Baines into the high post. Perez, that pass is tipped. And it'll remain Lethbridge basketball on the sideline. They have 5 on the shot clock. This Trinity zone gave Lethbridge some problems in the fourth quarter last night. The kick out, Hoffman's 3 from the corner is good. He gets his own rebound though. Tried to bounce it to the corner, and it'll be a turnover. Vandenberg Setting things up here for Trinity. Platts in the high post. The handoff, Vandenberg has the space and connects. Vandenberg red hot to start the game. And we've got a timeout for Coach Attino and the Lethbridge Pronghorns. The Spartans ahead by 3 early on in this one. And just some stats early on. The Spartans red hot to start, 60% from the field, 50% from 3. The Pronghorns 0 of 3 from long range so far, but still pretty efficient from the field at 46%. And they did a great job defensively last night, limiting that Spartans shooting, and Jack Vandenberg in particular, but he is off to a red hot start this evening. Vandenberg with 8 points, and he's perfect from the field, 3 of 3, 2 of 2 from long range. And again on block watch, Connor Platts with a 1 block so far, so 1 shy of tying the U Sports record. And we are back underway here in Langley. A record, of course, set by Stephen Hayes out of York. He has 212 on his career, had 212 on his career, I should say. Set the mark in 2011. Here's Hoffman. Back out, long 3 from Baines, no good. Inside, Platts went for it, but just a good contest. Here's Sitma, the pass to DeVries, and he's fouled hard there, so he'll go to the line for 2. Sitma took some punishment on that one, but he'll have a couple of free throws. Sorry, DeVries, I think I just said Sitma. 4th year out of Chilliwack. DeVries averaging 5.5 per game off the bench this season. He's a 67% free throw shooter. Just 6 attempts so far this year. He's good on that one. And that'll go down as a unsportsmanlike foul, actually, so the Spartans get 2 and the ball. Sitma set to inbound for Trinity, so they lead by 5. Both of these teams at 4 and 7 coming into this game, looking for a win heading into the break. Nice take there from Sitma. 20-13 Trinity. Hoffman setting things up. Spartans still in that 3-2 zone, or 1-2-2. Into the high post. The extra pass to the corner. Attacking Platts there was Fry, who hit some big shots in the 4th last night. He gets another big bucket there to make it a 5-point game. Sitma. Lobbed into Platts. Connor Platts going to work on the low block. Spinning baseline. Well defended there by Baines. Baines skipping it over to Fry. Pump fakes and drives, and that's tipped into the backboard. That'll be out of bounds. And it'll remain Lethbridge basketball as Grimaud checks in for the Spartans. Shankar will come back in as well, giving Vandenberg a break. Platts will also take a seat. Spartans manning up after the inbounds play, and that'll be a turnover. The drive baseline here from Shankar. He'll pull it back out to the perimeter and send it over to Sitma. The skip pass back to Shankar. He drives baseline, fakes, feeding Grimaud down low. And a good effort there, diving for the ball for Baines. Baines gets it back. Pulls up from way out, in and out. You gotta know, Baines has the green light for those. Nice feed, Grimaud with the finish down low. So the Spartans back in the zone. DeLille kicks it out. Elbow jumper, no good for Parrott. Here's Sitma. Cross to DeVries. Stewart now. Stewart made some big plays in the second quarter last night, and there's another one. A big three for Logan Stewart. The rookie out of Langley. Hoffman, step back from the elbow, no good. Big board for DeVries. Sitma sends it over to DeVries. Into the corner to Shankar. Shankar tightly guarded by Parrott. Sitma now driving left, pulling it back. Lost the handle for a second, but gets it to Shankar again. 5 to shoot. Shankar pulls up the contested three, no good. Good effort from Grimaud, but it's a turnover. And this is how you beat the zone. Run in transition. Fry into the corner. Baines fakes. To DeLille, the floater. That's short. Shankar. The handoff. And Sitma getting some instructions from Coach Priddy on the bench. Just 10 to shoot. Barely any difference between the game clock and shot clock. Shankar. Step back. Not a lot of space. Won't be good if it goes. And that does it. A 10-point lead after 1 quarter of play for the Trinity Western Spartans. And that 3-2 zone, or 1-2-2, is giving Lethbridge some trouble through 10 minutes. Right now the Spartans shooting 56% from the field, 43% from three, and they're holding Lethbridge to 33%, 7 of 21 shooting, 0 of 5 from three. And just 1 free throw so far for Lethbridge. Leading the way for the Spartans is Jack Vandenberg. Bryce Solis and Lou DeLille with 4 points apiece for the Pronghorns. And nobody in foul trouble just yet, but as I was mentioning, that zone gave the Pronghorns some problems last night in that fourth quarter, but it's just leading to some long possessions for the Spartans when they needed to mount the comeback. But they returned to it in the first quarter today, and Lethbridge hasn't proven they can beat it just yet. Always the weak spot in that 1-2-2 or 3-2. The corners getting active on that offensive glass, and as always, running in transition if you get the opportunity. Trying to beat the zone down the floor. And there's always a tendency to try and shoot your way out of the zone, but it's always best to try and play inside out. So we'll see what Lethbridge come out with here, and we'll see if the Spartans come out in that zone look. Sometimes you want to change things up to make the opposite coach waste their conversation, but they do come out in the zone again. Platt's back on the floor, as is Vandenberg. In the high post, it's DeLille. Attacking Platts and finishing. Nice play by Lou DeLille. And there's some inside out action. Got to get those inside finishes first. And it's back to an 8-point game. Vandenberg. Mutabazi here. Mutabazi attacking, spinning, stripped of the ball. Pollard gets it to Solis. Bryce Solis Into the high post is DeLille. DeLille attacking Platts again, the floater, no good. Mutabazi back the other way. Platts on the perimeter. We'll get it over to Vandenberg. 12 on the shot clock. Mutabazi attacking Pollard. Knows he has the size mismatch, and finishes inside with the contact. Less than 9 minutes remaining here in the first half. It's a 10-point lead. Into the high post. Lemieux wide open, no good. Mutabazi. Sitma in the air, tried to find Platts, and it does make its way there after a tip. Mutabazi, no good on the three. Solis with the rebound, pushing it across to Pollard. Pollard, it's a screen. DeLille in the high post, goes high-low to Lemieux. The hook is no good. Sitma. Cross to Platts. Now Stewart. Pulls up from three, hit one from there in the first, but no good on that attempt. Pollard back the other way for three. He earns some free throws here. He'll go to the line with 3 attempts. Pollard with his second trip to the free throw line today. He had 20 points last night. Made 7 free throws. Had an and one in the first quarter. And those are his only 3 points of the game so far, but second in the Canada West Conference in scoring so far this season. 22 points a game for Pollard. And he'll likely maintain his spot in that top 5 headed into the winter break. It's all 3 from the line. 27-20. Platts inbounding. We got some full court pressure here. Pollard denying Vandenberg, but Vandenberg gets it. Stewart over to Mutabazi. The lob into Platts, great positioning, and one! Connor Platts with the hoop and the harm. He'll go to the line. And a great pass, great hands there from Platts. So he looks to make this a 10-point game once again. No good on the free throw, but an offensive board there from Stewart. Nearly anyway, and there's Solis in transition with the lefty lay-in. Mutabazi to Platts in the high post. Trying to spring a teammate, and it's Mutabazi attacking Lemieux. The step back, mid-range jumper no good. Pollard with the rebound. Kaimani Pollard over to the wing to Solis. Parrott down into the short corner. They whip it across for Pollard. He'll attack the paint. The floater is good. Great job of attacking the paint there, taking the open jumper there for Pollard. And we've got a foul off ball. And that'll go against Pollard as Baines checks back in for the Pronghorns. It'll be Vandenberg inbounding on the baseline with the Spartans ahead by 5. Shankar. That'll be a jump ball. It'll remain Trinity possession with 6:48 remaining here in the second quarter. So another inbounds attempt from Trinity. It's lobbed into Platts. Platts guarded by Fleming, tried to zip one through there, but it'll be a football. 14-second reset, and Trinity get another inbounds attempt. Into Shankar. Back out to Mutabazi on the perimeter. Mutabazi driving, now on the low block with Lemieux guarding him. Mutabazi's fade is good. That's unguardable when it's clicking. Mutabazi makes no mistake with the fade there. 7-point lead for Trinity. Pollard attacking. Nice feed to Lemieux. Lemieux with 7 to shoot. Spins, fades, and as I mentioned, unguardable when it's clicking. He fades away from Platts there and hits. 5-point game. Stewart sending it into Platts. We'll see if we get another post fade here. Platts, easy bucket. Just bodying up Fleming down there. Took a spill. Left Platts wide open. Platts still on one block as we got a steal here. Mutabazi open 3, just off. Another board for Pollard. It's always useful when you've got a guard who can rebound and get you right into your fast break offense. Here's Platts with the steal, almost back over, but Mutabazi gets there. Shankar the 3, can't get the roll. Pollard again. Bouncing it over, Solis open in the corner, it's good. And you see with a substitution and a possible timeout, we will get a timeout here for Trinity, but you see this Lethbridge offense getting more comfortable attacking that Trinity zone. We'll see if Pretty comes back out into man out of this timeout. As I was saying, those weak points, playing inside out and then finding that space in the corner, always effective against the 1-2-2 or a 3-2. You see Solis with the corner 3. But Lethbridge making a bit of a run here in the second quarter. They're winning the quarter 14-8 at the moment, down 4 points now. Both teams with 1 timeout left. But Solis leading the way now for Lethbridge with 9 points, Pollard with 8. Vandenberg still with 8 for Trinity. Final 5 minutes of the first half. Get underway here out of the timeout. It's Trinity ball. We got some full court pressure here from Pollard, denying Vandenberg. Vandenberg will end up getting it fairly easily though. Into the high post, DeVries, handoff to Vandenberg, and a nice look for Jack Vandenberg, staying red hot here in the second quarter. Pollard will swing it down into the corner. Zipped across for Pollard into the high post. Attacking there is Steele, turnaround fade, that's short. Vandenberg, he'll slow the pace, swing it over to DeVries. DeVries, Shankar, guarded by Lemieux. Shankar, showing off the handle, gets it into the elbow to DeVries. With the mismatch, DeVries, hook shot, no good. Offensive board nearly for Trinity, but Baines comes away with it. Pollard, he'll slow the pace. Bounce it into the high post. Lemieux thought about the jumper and now will take it. Can't get the roll. That jumper has been available for Lethbridge. And here's Vandenberg again, off the dribble, burying the 3. 10-point lead for Trinity. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Pollard off the dribble, he'll send it towards the corner. Baines into the high post, lobbing it. Nice screen there for Pollard. He fakes off the dribble, no good from the mid-range. Vandenberg in transition, finds Shankar in the corner. Shankar driving baseline, open, long, dials long distance. 42-29, a nice run for the Spartans out of the timeout. As they stay in the zone, it's another deep look from Baines. And that'll be a jump ball. It'll be Lethbridge possession. Just over 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. You see the corner three from Pierce Long. Solis inbounding. And as is custom for a lot of teams, Spartans back in man off the baseline inbounds pass. DeLille out to Solis for three, and he's got the answer. Great first half for Bryce Solis. Back to a 10-point game. Grimaud into the high post to DeVries. DeVries guarded by DeLille, still with it. He'll kick it to the corner to Grimaud, who drives baseline, tries to go up and under. No space, handoff to Shankar, tightly contested, but he drills it. Marcus Shankar, a tough shot fading towards the baseline, but he makes no mistake. Into the corner now. The three for Solis. Can he get hot? No good on that one. Shankar swung across to Vandenberg. Jack Vandenberg, guarded by Hoffman on the perimeter. The step back, Vandenberg showing off the handle, gets to the rack, no good. Rebound for DeLille. Pushing the pace is Solis, he'll slow it down out to Hoffman. Solis gets it back on the wing into the high post. DeLille pulls up and hits. Lou DeLille, among the most efficient players in the conference. Top 5 in field goal percentage entering today. Back to a 10-point game with a minute and a half remaining here in the second quarter. It's Vandenberg to Shankar. Bounced into the post. Nice pump fake. DeVries fakes again, but he's stripped of the ball. And we've got a whistle. Let's see what that was. We got a foul called. A technical against Solis. So that's a costly technical. Looked like the Pronghorns had an opportunity to get going on the fast break there. Maybe get an easy look, but instead it'll be a free throw for Vandenberg. Jack Vandenberg, a 79% free throw shooter. And he makes no mistake. I believe it will be Lethbridge possession, though. Coming off the technical, they trail by 11. Fry inbounding to Pollard. Spartans staying in the zone. Pollard bouncing it into the high post. That's tipped over to DeLille. DeLille pulling up from the short corner, no good. Platts to Vandenberg. Down low, good position for Platts. He puts it up, but solid D there from DeLille. Pollard attacking the paint. Pollard will dish it off to DeLille, muscling his way around Platts and finishing. 9-point ball game as Vandenberg rushes towards the other end for Trinity. He'll pull it back out, get the screen from Platts. Vandenberg kicks to the corner. Shankar, another big three from Shankar. He gets the hoop and the harm. Slow to get up, but he'll get a free throw to try and complete the 4-point play. Marcus Shankar, it doesn't matter if a hand is in his face or not. Another massive shot for him. He's off to a great start. Can get into double figures if he hits this free throw. No good. Great effort on the board, though, from Long. So 10 to shoot, 20 on the game clock here for Trinity. Now 5 on the shot clock. Vandenberg into the paint. Vandenberg, tough shot, can't finish. Lethbridge has to go. They've got 7 to shoot. Pollard takes it coast to coast, and that'll be a foul. And 2 free throws coming for Kaimani Pollard. If he hits them both, it'll be a 10-point game in all likelihood heading into halftime. So, just going to confirm that does not go down as a block for Platts. Don't want to miss a record. But obviously it was a foul, so shouldn't go down as a block. Pollard hits them both. Platts, quick pass ahead. Vandenberg needs to get it off, and it'll remain Trinity basketball with 0.5 left on the clock. So great timeout opportunity for Coach Trevor Priddy. And 0.5, just enough time to get a normal shot off. It is cutting it close, so we'll see what the Trinity coach has in store for this situation. Not something you practice too often, but you always have to have something in the playbook for this situation. And you don't want to show your go-to play for 0.5 seconds left before halftime, because you might need to show it again in the fourth quarter. So we'll see what the Spartans come out with here. But an entertaining first half of basketball we've had here at the LEC. The Spartans red hot from 3. 46% tonight, 51% from the field, and they've done well defensively. That zone defense giving the Pronghorns some trouble. And it's lobbed in. Shankar puts it up. Can't get the roll. That's well drawn up from Coach Priddy, but that'll take us into halftime. The Spartans lead the Pronghorns by 10 points. And we'll be back with you for the second half of action in just about 15 minutes. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to Canada West TV, presented by BioSteel for the second half of men's basketball action between the Trinity Western Spartans and Lethbridge Pronghorns. My name is Dylan White, and after 20 minutes of action, the Spartans lead Lethbridge by 10 points. They've locked down defensively, limited Lethbridge to 39% shooting from the field, 22% from three, and they have been red hot themselves, 50% from the field, 47% from three, and they've hit 7 of them, thanks in large part to the contributions of Jack Vandenberg, who was 5 of 7 in the first half for 15 points, including 4 of those field goals coming from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, for Lethbridge, it's Bryce Solis leading the way with 12 points. Pollard and DeLille each have 10. Shankar has 9 for the Spartans, and Connor Platts just 1 block away from tying the U Sports record for career blocks as Shankar gets the feed from Platts and finishes inside to begin the third quarter. And the Spartans coming out, another zone look. Baines on the perimeter. The long 3 from Pollard, no good. Mutabazi with the rebound. David Mutabazi attacking. Finds Platts on the perimeter. The handoff to Long. Long fakes a handoff to Shankar and gets it to Vandenberg in the corner. Vandenberg into the paint. Loses it. And that'll be a foul against Solis. The Spartans will get the ball on the baseline in the first minute of action here in the third quarter. Lobbed in for Platts. The handoff. Platts had good position on Solis. Nice fake, step through, and finish. Connor Platts. Pollard setting things up for the Pronghorns. Baines. Now Lemieux into the high post. DeLille contested, but it finds its way to the rim. On block watch throughout the half here for Connor Platts. There's a shot from Mutabazi, no good. The rebound to Pollard. Pollard up to 6 rebounds on the day. Nice bounce pass down low to Lemieux. The swing to DeLille. Solis, extra pass, and the drive from Pollard. Floater's no good, rebound for Mutabazi and a foul. I believe that'll go against Lethbridge and Kaimani Pollard. But it'll be Spartans ball on the baseline. And they'll bounce it in to Jack Vandenberg. Mutabazi to Platts. Mutabazi with Baines on him, getting the screen from Platts, lobbed in. Platts defended by Baines, takes a spill and loses the ball. Baines, we've got a whistle here. And a technical foul whistled against, I believe that's Lethbridge head coach Kenny Attino, or at least the Lethbridge bench. So Vandenberg will get a free throw. That's the second technical of the game for Lethbridge. Solis picked one up earlier. So the officiating crew giving a short leash here this evening at the LEC. Both of these teams at 4-7 entering the contest. The last game before the winter break. Nice pass to Lemieux. Lemieux's hook shot gets the roll. And they've had a lot of looks in that area. And the elbow down on this zone. And if they can start hitting them like that, the Spartans might have to consider coming out of it, but they've been doing a great job so far in that 1-2-2, 3-2 zone. There is an offensive foul. That'll be a moving screen, I believe, against Pierce Long. Baines will get it off the inbound. Just over 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Pollard, Baines into the high post, Lemieux. Pump fake, step through, and he hits that one. Back-to-back buckets for Lemieux. Here's Long. Over to Mutabazi. Platts. Sizing up to Lil. Platts kicks it out. Mutabazi, it hits the foot of Baines. He dives for it, but Mutabazi still has it. Kick to the corner. Tough catch, but Vandenberg puts it up. Can't connect. Solis. He'll slow the pace. Swing it back to Pollard. Now Baines. High post to Lil. Look for the high-low, but good anticipation from Pierce Long. Some great defending there from the Spartans. Mutabazi at the elbow. Kicks it out to Shankar. The three from Vandenberg, and it's another one, his fifth of the game. Jack Vandenberg. Tough shooting night last night, but back on fire here this evening. Deep three, no good. Mutabazi with the rebound for Trinity. Crossing over into the paint, but that'll be a block against Pollard. That'll be his third foul, so interesting decision here for Coach Attino. Pollard will take a seat, and Hoffman will come in. Top scoring option for Lethbridge with 3 fouls now. That pass is kicked back out of bounds, so another inbounds pass on the way for Vandenberg. 5:49 remaining here in the third quarter. It's 56-42, lobbed in for Platts. Platts going to work on Lemieux. And we've got a foul on Lemieux. I believe that'll be on the floor. And that'll be already the 4th team foul of the quarter for Lethbridge. So Vandenberg again, that's lobbed in for Shankar that time. He's able to corral that. Back out on the perimeter now. 7 on the shot clock. Vandenberg with Lemieux on him. Looking for the step. He puts up the floater. It's no good. Hoffman. Over to Solis. Hoffman. Lemieux puts up the short little floater, no good. Vandenberg. Platts. Shankar gets a screen. Platts has position on the low block. They give it to him with Hoffman on him. He's got the mismatch. Platts going to work, and he's stripped. Great defense there from Hoffman, getting the pronghorns on the fast break. Lemieux with the finish. 12-point game. Vandenberg right back the other way. Lobs it in. Long has a man on his back. Long puts it up. Strong take. Pierce Long. We got another whistle here. Some substitutions coming in. And that'll be a foul against Long as well. So 58-44. It'll be a technical against Long, so Solis gets the free throw. As I mentioned, short leash for both teams, it appears, with the officiating crew. 4:36 remaining here. 13-point lead for Trinity. Lethbridge in possession. This zone has given the Lethbridge Pronghorns some problems. Looks like they're running a bit of an X offensively on the interior as Fleming bounces it out to Fry on the perimeter, and that'll be a foul called against Trinity. And we'll likely see Trinity into man here off the inbounds pass from Lethbridge. We'll see if the Pronghorns can take advantage. Fleming kicks it out to Hoffman. The drive, Hoffman's finish, no good. But we've got a foul off ball, I believe. And it'll stay Lethbridge basketball. So that'll go against DeVries. Mutabazi coming in for Shankar on the Trinity side. And Hoffman will inbound for Lethbridge. Fleming, the handoff to Hoffman, the inbounder. Hoffman to Solis, 7 to shoot for Solis. He gets into the paint, can't finish. Nearly an offensive rebound there for Fleming, but he can't hang on. It will be Lethbridge ball though, last tipped by the Spartans. Final 4 minutes of the third quarter here. Solis lobs it in. Good hands there from Fleming. Going to work, the hook shot, no good. Big board from Grimaud. Vandenberg feeds the post. It's DeVries. With Hoffman playing defense, DeVries muscling his way through. Can't get the roll on that one as Hoffman will set things up for Lethbridge. Bounced over into the corner. Nice pass, the low high to Fleming. Tried to kick it to the perimeter. It's Solis with less than 10 seconds on the shot clock. The mid-range jumper is good. Bryce Solis leading the way for Lethbridge this evening. Vandenberg into the high post, DeVries. Mutabazi running the pick and roll. Mutabazi bumped, crossing over into the paint, fading, no good. It'll remain Trinity basketball with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Platts and Sitma coming back into the game. Vandenberg and Grimaud will check out for the Spartans. So Trinity needs a quick shot here with just 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Platts, the hook, no good. Offensive board from Sitma. He hopped up in there, and it'll be a jump ball. So it will be Lethbridge possession, but great effort there from Sitma to get in there for the offensive rebound. Hoffman setting things up for the Pronghorns. Feeds Fry, looking for the corner to pair it, but that'll be a turnover. And this Spartan zone continuing to wreak havoc on the Pronghorns. They lead by 11. Sitma waiting for Stewart to come off the screen. He feeds it to him, gets it back to Sitma. Pick and roll with DeVries. Late in the shot clock. Sitma driving baseline, kicking to the corner. Stewart needs to put one up, and it's heavily contested and blocked. Rebound to Fleming. Lethbridge will slow things down. Hoffman into the paint. Nice move and nice layup for Hoffman. Swung back, it's Platts. Trying to send Mutabazi back door, but a little miscommunication. It looked like Mutabazi had the step there, just a little miscommunication. So it'll be Lethbridge basketball. Connor Platts still 1 block shy of tying the record. Into the high post. Turnaround jumper Lemieux, no good. Big board for Platts. There's a 3 from Sitma. Hoffman. Bounced in, Lemieux, open look, no good. Lemieux has had quite a few opportunities this evening, but unable to capitalize on some of those. It'll be Spartans basketball. And we've got free throws on the way as the Spartans are in bonus now. Stewart with a pair of free throws. Stewart hits the first. He had a nice second quarter last night. Stewart, 85% shooter at the free throw line. Hits them both there. Back to an 11-point lead with 1:10 remaining here in the third quarter. Hoffman. Looking. Hoffman over to Baines. Looking like a 2-3 look a little bit here. Apologies if I had it wrong the whole game. But Lemieux blocked by Platts. And there's the record-tying block for Connor Platts. We'll wait for official confirmation, but that's got to be it. And it'll be Lethbridge ball still, but Connor Platts just tied the U Sports record for career blocks. An incredible accomplishment for the homegrown talent here. It's kicked to the corner. The 3 for Lethbridge, no good. Platts with the rebound. So 1 away from breaking the record outright. He has now pulled even with Stephen Hayes after breaking the Canada West record last weekend. Platts over to Stewart. Now DeVries, the 3, it's good! Big shot from DeVries, 14-point lead, and that'll do it for 3 quarters of play. The Spartans lead the Pronghorns 63-49. And an incredible shot there from DeVries, but history just made as Connor Platts ties the U Sports record for all-time career blocks. An incredible career for him. We see the replay here. Rejects Lemieux. He had 7 blocks last night. We were talking before last night's game, it'd be a tall task to break the record this weekend. He was 9 away from tying it, but what incredible rim protection from Connor Platts. And what a season he is having in his senior year. Drafted by the Vancouver Bandits in the CEBL in the offseason. Platts has been incredible. Had 10 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 blocks last night. What a stat line. But the focus returns to the game at hand, and it's a 14-point deficit for the Pronghorns as we enter the fourth quarter, and that zone of Trinity has given them problems. I doubted myself there whether they were running a 1-2-2/3-2 or a 2-3. Some of those defenders were pulled pretty high if it was a 2-3, but nonetheless, it's been giving this Lethbridge squad some problems. They've had a lot of good looks for their bigs, but haven't always been able to capitalize. Some of their better runs have been when they've got those good looks inside, then got a good look outside, got running in transition, and we'll see what they can put together here in the fourth quarter. And Monty Pollard picked up his third foul in the third, and he's back into the game now. So some offense coming onto the floor here for Lethbridge. And it's Vandenberg running the show here for Trinity. Platts to the corner. It's Stewart. DeVries. Backdoor Shankar. Layup is good. Pollard setting things up now for the Pronghorns. Into the paint. DeLille. And that might be, it's a foul against Platts. Won't be the record-breaking block. So a pair of free throws coming for Lou DeLille. DeLille, the third year out of Regina, Saskatchewan, hits the first free throw. As I mentioned, how effective he's been this season from the field, a 55% shooter on the floor. And only a 43% free throw shooter on the season, but he hits them both there. 14-point game. DeVries. Download, Platts. Platts feeding Shankar. Backdoor again with the reverse. Marcus Shankar stepping up in the fourth quarter once again. Now it's Pollard getting a screen. And another good look for Lemieux, can't finish. Here's Platts, down low, Shankar, guarded by Solis, hoop and the harm, Marcus Shankar. Putting the Spartans on his back here in the fourth quarter. Believe that's 6 straight points for Shankar, who's up to 17 on the evening. Jack Vandenberg still leading the Spartans with 19. Shankar completes the and one at the free throw line. And now it's a 19-point deficit for Lethbridge as they look to solve this Spartans defense. The three from Pollard, no good. Rebound for Platts, and he gets going on the fast break immediately with the pass to Vandenberg. Vandenberg slowing the pace, the handoff to Shankar. Now Platts, handoff to Vandenberg. He thought about sending it back into Platts, but he fakes it, gets it to DeVries. Now Platts on the low block again. Platts to Shankar with the mismatch. Going up, but can't finish that one. Parrott over to Pollard. Good step there from Pollard, finding DeLille into the corner. Lemieux's three's short. Offensive board for DeLille. He puts it up. That's no good, and Platts will secure the rebound. 19-point advantage for the Spartans. They'll look to get a good look here. Into a horn set as DeVries gets it to Platts. Into the corner, Stewart's three, off target. Rebound for Pollard. Imani Pollard, 7 rebounds now. He draws the foul, and that'll be on the floor though. So it'll be Lethbridge ball on the baseline. Great effort from the Spartans defense here this evening. There's a drive from Hoffman, putting it up. That's short. Board to Platts. Pollard's been securing so many rebounds that it's just automatic for me at this point that I'm saying his name. Here's Vandenberg. Kicks it out. DeVries, the three. Another one for Tyus DeVries. And now a 22-point lead for the Spartans. A sizable lead. A three here from Hoffman, in and out. And Platts securing the rebound there. Lethbridge 2 of 16 from long range here tonight, 12.5% effectiveness as Vandenberg drives, gets a defender on his back, and he finishes. And we've got a timeout here for Lethbridge. And so the Pronghorns had a solid third quarter, able to fight back a little bit, but a 12-2 run to open the fourth here for the Spartans, and they've really opened things up. 24-point lead, as it's a tall task now for the Pronghorns to try and come back, but what a follow-up performance here this evening from the Spartans. They saw the troubles that Lethbridge had with the zone in the fourth quarter. Last night, Coach Pretty came in with the adjustment this evening, and they continue to give Lethbridge trouble. 31% from the field this evening, just 51 points so far. Lethbridge coming off close game after close game, finding themselves in a double-digit deficit here in the fourth quarter. It's Pollard. Getting the screen from DeLille. Pollard, floater from the elbow, it's good. Much needed bucket there for Kaimani Pollard and the Lethbridge Pronghorns as Vandenberg attacks, steps back, and hits. Vandenberg with another three, extending the Spartans' lead. He's been on fire this evening as Hoffman drives, runs into some defenders, kicks it back out. Pollard's three, that's short. Rebound to DeVries. DeVries nearly walked, but gets it over to Vandenberg. Vandenberg passes up a screen there from Platts. He'll drive. Platts in the high post. Finds, oh, what a pass, but a big block by DeLille on Vandenberg. And here is Pollard getting to the free throw line. He'll shoot two. So Connor Platts still one block away from breaking the U Sports record outright. Pollard back at the free throw line. He's up to 12 points this evening so far. Adds to his total there. He's been perfect from the free throw line so far, 7 of 7 now, but 3 of 11 from the field. It's been a tough night for pretty much everyone but Bryce Solis, who leads the way for the Pronghorns with 15 points, 6 of 8 from the field. Vandenberg now down low, it's Platts with the mismatch, and he puts it up and in. Platts looking for a foul call there, doesn't get it. Pollard across to Solis. Baines into the high post at Steele, faking, going at Platts, nice footwork, but can't finish. Steele finds a cutting Solis, and nice layup for him. A great cut. And here is Vandenberg, ahead by 23. Vandenberg with 24 tonight, gets it to Platts, doubled. Platts finds Vandenberg cutting back door, but couldn't connect on the pass. So it'll be Pronghorns ball on the baseline. Grimaud set to check in for Trinity. Solis over to Pollard, attacking the paint. Platts comes across, and contests that. And the floater ends up short. Here is Vandenberg. Platts to Stewart. Now DeVries. Lobbed into Platts. He's got Steele on him. Platts attacking baseline reverse. Gets the and one. Connor Platts will look to complete the and one at the free throw line. And he's up to double figures this evening. He's got a double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 blocks for the veteran big man. Grimaud waiting to check in for Platts as he misses the free throw. Still an opportunity for Platts to break that record that we've been talking about all day. Baines, nice ball fake there from Solis. Beautiful pass, but there's the rejection. Connor Platts has the record. The all-time U Sports blocks leader, Connor Platts, will exit the game on a high note. And here's the replay. A beautiful pass from Solis, but the rejection from Platts. And sharing a hug with his coach there. Making history, back-to-back weekends. The Canada West record last weekend against UBCO. He claims the U Sports record this weekend. And an incredible moment for the Spartans big man in what is shaping up to be a win for the Spartans heading into the Christmas break. It's definitely far from over yet, but Trinity well positioned to win this one. Vandenberg, beautiful pass into DeVries, who finishes it off, and it's 84-58. So Platts breaks Stephen Hayes' record. And now the Spartans look to close this one out. Looking for a bounce-back win after a 7-point loss to this Lethbridge team last night. Coach Pretty made some adjustments coming in. The zone has worked wonders here this evening for the Spartans. And we've got a timeout for Coach Attino, as we'll bring it down to the floor as they celebrate Connor Platts breaking the record. Celebrating with his teammates. An incredible moment, as I mentioned. Stephen Hayes had the record for almost 15 years, but now it belongs to Connor Platts. The 5th year from right here in Langley. What a feat to break the record this weekend. Here's the record-breaking block again, coming across and rejecting Fleming. But 10 blocks this weekend. He was averaging 3.7 per game on the season entering today. And what an effort for the Spartans big man. As we ready a return to action here at the LEC. 2:46 remaining. An 84-58 advantage for the Trinity Western Spartans, and it's Sitma setting things up here for Trinity. Grimaud to DeVries in the high post. Nice feed to Grimaud. Good hands to hang on to it. Has a smaller man on him, and he finishes right over Solis and extends that lead. Into the high post, it's Steele, attacking, spinning, feeding his teammate Fleming, who can't finish. Offensive board for Steele, though. Fight for the loose ball, and a solid effort there from Trinity's Jace Means into the game. Some of the bench players getting some action here in the late stages of this one. Will be Pronghorn's ball, though. Here's Solis finding Baines. Baines driving, kicking to Hoffman. Solis, open three, it's good. Bryce Solis, a bright spot for the Pronghorns in this one. DeVries to Sitma. Onto the low block. The drive. And the kicks means open in the corner. The three can't get the roll. Here's Solis pushing the pace for the Pronghorns. Tried to cross over Sitma there. Swings it across to Hoffman. Hoffman lobbed back out. Solis, great timing and a nice feed, but there's a block for Grimaud. And it'll be Spartans' ball. Nice pass again from Solis, but the rim protection from Trinity making it hard on this Pronghorn squad. This will be one they'll want to forget as they head into the winter break. Mesfin is fouled and he'll go to the line for two. So Jaden Mesfin at the free throw line, the second year out of Surrey. Short on the first free throw. And it is difficult coming into the game this late, trying to get a rhythm. But he hits that second one. Here's Hoffman. Less than a minute to go in this one. Nice fake. Extra pass to Solis. Open three, no good. And a fight for the rebound will result in, I believe, Trinity basketball. No signal yet, but everyone's lining up for that. So Bryce Solis leading the way for Lethbridge in this one with 20 points. Pollard and DeLille both in double figures as well, along with Joe Lemieux. But the game high right now is Jack Vandenberg with 24 points. Marcus Shankar contributing 18. Platts and DeVries both in double figures. There's a three from Baines. 22 seconds left. The Spartans can dribble it out if they so choose. And that will do it. A win to head into the break for the Spartans. They improved to 5-7 on the season, while Lethbridge drops to 4-8. A split this weekend, but a big 87-64 win for the Spartans on a historic night for Connor Platts, now the all-time blocks leader in the history of college basketball in this country. An incredible feat after a 10-block weekend, and the Spartans will head into the break on a high note, led by 24 points from Jack Vandenberg. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, folks, and have a great evening.